everybody. Today I'm going to do this little video report in English, so my international friends can join in. And I'm sitting here in my lavabo that I put up in a small yard of the small house that I'm renting part of. And I was just downtown in Sønderborg, had some food, saw my girlfriend. Sun is shining. I'm having so much fun. I saw an old telephone on the flea market, like a telephone from 1760. I made small performance talking to the phone in German, because the people there were mostly Germans. Tourist season is coming up. Anyway, everything is great. And a bit disturbing. Greatness will always be a little bit disturbing. So let me try and explain it just a little bit. It's gonna be a little weird, probably, for a lot of you. Anyway, just to sort of make a statement that anybody could use as an anchor, I used this mantra from my dear co-astrologer called Tom Leisure. He's right now in Christiania in Denmark, where I used to come all of my youth. When I was between 20 and 30, I came every Friday, and also I came there and smoked cannabis, and it's a great place. You should know. All the Danish people I would know, but if Karl-Pejsi, if you're listening to this, just understand. I'm sure you already understand, but this is pretty much the best we can do in Denmark in order to be creative and in order to bring the madness down to earth. So, but the mantra from Tom Leisure is, I'm here to blend the colors of light with the dark from the depths below, creating a masterpiece of my life as I move and change and grow. I'm here to blend the colors of light with the dark from the depths below, creating a masterpiece of my life as I move and change and grow. So this is what this energy right now is about in this week. It's coming from the Pele report, which is Tom Leisure's weekly astrology report. I'm going to try and give an example of how it works out in my life, because I'm like he's talking about Lucifer. Lucifer is the crazy guy, which basically is want everybody up. Let's everybody go up to the light. Leave the darkness behind. I have a lot of that energy in my life and my horoscope, my personality, and the dark from the depths below. I'm not so fond of, but this is about integration. So we should integrate with each other. People who have a lot of control and a lot of money and a lot of power and political agendas and they should integrate with us who are more of a, you could say, creative nature. We have it in Denmark in the parliament right now. We have to integrate those two forces in order to make a beautiful country. So thank you for that. I wanted to talk to you about Aquarius. Yes, Aquarius, but more specifically, I wanted to talk about Uranus. Uranus is like the energy of the universe, which is sudden and can bring you directly up to the sky, like that, like a Luciferian energy, and it also involves technology like the internet here. So you can click on the link and you get direct access to some weirdo sitting in Lavo in Sønderborg in Denmark. Even if you're on Greenland in America or Christiania, or if you're my neighbor, you can also watch me what I'm doing in here. Funny business. So Aquarius. So this thing about Aquarius is that it moves around. It's a planet, so it's something which is moving around. And it's in my 9th house. It's where my sun is also. So it's right now I get all this creative Aquarian energy, this crazy sudden spreads of intelligence and light and probably weird stuff for most people. For me, it's not so weird because I'm used to it, and but I'm trying to get you people involved because we should join each other to be able to see the bigger picture here. All of the human race, all of the planet, all of the cosmos, all of the universe is on the same path because we're all this part of the same story, part of the same reality. And I'm here to bring light on a specific, today at least, quite specific, but also very strange part of this reality. And it can be details of, if you're not into like weird astrology and details, you should probably think about switching off. I don't know. Or you could just sit down and laugh at the funny thing. Some babies crying in the neighbors now. Yeah. So 9th house is about everybody's personal freedom. So my mission on Earth, which is also made even more so that because I have the wounded healer, the planet called Chiron is at the same place as my sun. They have totally integrated the energy, the sun and the wound and the healing of the wound. They're all in the same space. So that's why I'm a healer and I'm a storyteller. So I'm trying to heal actually right now. This is my intention. I'm trying to heal everybody who's watching here. I hope that it works. And heal myself. I mean, we're all part of the same. So healing is hereby offered to you. It's your choice if you want to accept. And it can get a bit weird, but in the end, it will work out. So the personal freedom for every human being is important to me. So it means I don't like slaves and I don't like people being imprisoned. And I have really difficult time accepting when people, get treated bad, because it's a bad idea. Of course, you have conflict and things like that, but the conflict should be a creative conflict, not a destructive conflict. In order to create something, you need to destroy other things. So that's how life works. And I think we will see it on a big scale, probably in 2020, as America could go into some kind of shutdown or transference. It's like not shutdown. It's like the plutonian energy that you, like I said, you die and then something else comes out. The whole oil for dollars industry that's been going on for hundreds and hundreds of years in America. Everybody now pays at least a percentage of a liter of oil to the America
United States of America. We do that in Denmark. We do that in Afghanistan. We do that in all of the world except for a few countries, which we bombed the hell out of together with America, like Iraq and all the other places we bombed, Afghanistan. So they don't have personal freedom because they decided not to be a part of that oil for dollars thing. And then America said, we will take your personal freedom away. We will put our own dictators in, and we will bomb the shit out of everybody who doesn't concur. And like I said, at the time, it probably seemed necessary. I don't know. I'm not the president of America. Anyway, things are about to change in that department. Like you probably also figured out, the Chinese, the Russians, even the European Union want their own independence from America. And America want also independence from us because they want America first, which means Denmark first. It means Europe first, which means China first, which means, Afghanistan first, which means Pakistan first, which means Russia first. So everybody is doing the same kind of thing, which is basically stupid because it's useless. It won't be like that. We are all in this shit together. We're all in this beautiful world together, and we need like a companionship. And because of the placement of Uranus in Taurus, which is solid Earth, certain things, and also value. It's also value. It's also the bank system. Everything that we value as civilization, the money, the dollars for oil thing is also about value. We decided that oil has value and dollars have value, and that's been going on forever. So now the values are changing. We are changing from the oil and dollars value to the value of nature, not as nature as something that we can make a profit out of, but something that we can live together with. And of course, we can support each other. We can eat cucumbers from the garden, and we can, put our seeds into the earth, and then it grows up again. So everything is like that. This is how things work. Cyclical. And it will always work like that, I think. But the thing is that if we humans want to have success and happiness, which is what we want, of course, then we have to understand that cycle a little bit better. We've been, lured into some kind of greedy, fearful, war-mongering thing, which is, of course, like I said before, there's a reason for that. But there's also now a reason that we have to find another way. We have to find a way of dialogue, a way of cooperation. And the weird thing about it is that it all gets worked out here on the internet. Like, because of the uranium thing. This is why I'm making all these videos. I'm basically YouTube. Here I go. I'm a storyteller, and I'm 42 years old, and I have sclerosis. So this is like the uranium energy made a whole wound in my brain, actually, because it was so powerful. And then I had a sclerosis attack. So I have to be careful now that I don't go too far out into the Luciferian world, you know. I have contact with Lucifer. And I also have contact with our mother, the earth. This is also the point from Carpathia. I just saw his video. The point is that we, as human beings, we have to be in the middle of these two energies, like the water and the earth on one side, and the sun and the the universe on the other side, and we live in between. And we should be transmitting from both realms, and we should integrate both realms. And this is, if you have something you want to say to me that I should think about, you should please welcome to make a comment or reach out. But the thing is that everything is moving, so it's not only the Uranus that is the situation right now. We have more planets. We have a very special situation going on in the in probably the whole history of life, more or less. I mean, like I told you, thing is cyclical, so something like this could have happened before, but it's many years ago. Carpathia would probably tell us more exactly when shit went down last. But the thing is that Pluto and it would be so cool, Carpathia, if you listen to my report. I mean, it would make my fucking dream come true. If you would reflect about these things that I'm telling you, I hope it makes sense. Call me. I'm in Denmark, and you're in Denmark, so should be able to have a dialogue. But anyways, I will do my best. And Pluto and also Saturn is in my 5th house, which is the Capricorn, Steenbogen. So, and it's the same for everybody. This is like that. Where they are. I mean, they move around, and right now they stopped. Actually, they pretty much stopped. They have a small break, but they will be in Capricorn for a while, until after 2020, and then they will align. Pluto and Saturn will totally align in the same place, and means all structures. Saturn is structure and matter and control and systems, and Pluto is transformation. So you have all the systems of the whole civilization that we build up, of our whole culture, of our whole monetary system, and whatever will be transformed. How it will transform, and what it will transform into, everybody can make their own guess, as it is now, more or less, depending on your own personal experience and whatever. My guess, from my experience with my insight from Uranus, which I will transfer into this, because I have a very special relation in my horoscope with Uranus right now. And I think, for myself, I would prefer to talk about myself. I would prefer to make, and not so much about the world, because there's an analog between me and the world anyway. So you can make your own interpretation of what I'm saying and apply it to your own situation in the world. I had 2 sclerosis attacks, and both of them had wanted to learn me something about structure. I have been like a gypsy, running around, talking and playing music, and getting divorced, and I moved like 20 times or something in my life. It's one small island I lived for a long time, Ærø, and I lived in Copenhagen, and it's been a crazy ride. And then the Uranus was coming to me like now. It's been there all the time, of course, but now it's really making headway, I would say. I feel like I'm channeling directly information through my crown chakra, down through my third eye and on down. So I get like a really good radio connection with some pretty fucked up high beings, you know. Shit. What am I saying? Yeah, okay. I don't know. The point is that I'm telling a story. Okay, you can take it as whatever you like, and because I'm a storyteller, that's one of the things that I realized. This is my mission on Earth. This is what I'm doing here. This is what my purpose for being on Earth is, to tell everybody that wants to listen, all of humanity, all my fellow beings. Because I'm putting into words. I have to describe in words what's going on. It's not that something I can not do. It's not possible. So I will describe in words, even though it's tricky and probably difficult to understand. And the thing is that shit, I'm babbling. The thing is that the ninth house is also the house of the philosopher. So I'm making a book called The Bad Philosopher. It's philosophy and nature law. It's like being alive, I would say, being free and alive. And I am free. I am alive. And it's really, I've been not doing my job. I've been chasing around too much, which made me forget that I was alive and free. Now I realized, aha, at the stroke of lightning in my mind, in my spine, I realized I'm alive. And also I saw the medicine, two snakes coming, around the cane, and on the cane there's a head. The same, my sclerosis attack, I had that image while my brain was fucking whatever it was doing, like whatever it is, it's inflammation. There was inflammation in my brain, and it came with that picture of medicine. And then I went to the one called 911, 112. It's in Denmark, and what is going on? This guy, I couldn't walk, I couldn't see, my brain was not working. But I had enough left to take my guitar, so I took my guitar to the hospital. At first, I went to the German hospital. And because I was just 4 kilometers over the border from Denmark to Germany, where my other house is. And when you call help there, you send to Flensburg. So I was sent to Flensburg with my guitar, and they scanned my brain, and everybody was talking German, while my brain was not working. That was totally nuts, man. I was still conscious, but my brain didn't work all proper. So I had my guitar, and I had people. An old woman was lying next to me, speaking in German, trying to, I don't know what she was saying. She was asking me things. Holy shit. And the doctor came, and he wanted me to sign for 7 papers, 7 different places I should sign. I just came in with this situation, and now they are sending bills from the hospital and in German, and they want me to pay for the whole thing, which is I shouldn't pay. And the government of Denmark say, no, you should not pay. We will pay. And I don't know. That was totally nuts. Anyway, I had my guitar, and I couldn't play the guitar. Only I've been playing guitar for more than 20 years. I couldn't play it because I couldn't control my fingers. This is also what the brain does. But I was losing the control. I had some control at that time, but it was getting even worse than that. So I tried to play, and I was sitting in my bed playing. And then I was dragged down to this brain scanning thing. I was sitting an old guy waiting to get his brain scanned. And I asked him, is it okay if I play a concert for you? Is it okay if I play music while we are waiting? And he said yes, in German. Yeah. So I played some tunes there, and I was scanned, and I was, yeah, it's a long story. So, I'll probably wear you out if I tell the whole story. But anyway, they found out that I had sclerosis. They thought that I could have some kind of brain seizure thing, but it was sclerosis. And at the same time, when I came home from hospital first time, I didn't feel so good, of course. And then I burned my entire one side of the leg, on the left leg. I don't know if you can see. Let's see. This is crazy talk. I have here almost third degree burn, and also on here down in the body, the whole left side of my underbody was burned. Same time, my brain didn't work proper, and I was sent with a helicopter with tremendous pain, and it was crazy. Anyway, I recovered after some really hard time, and I'm not totally recovered, but I'm recovering. I'm recovering. I'm recovering. And when I started to recover a few weeks ago, I realized that since I'm a storyteller, I have to tell the story, and I don't have time for much else, and I can't do much else. I can't clean my own floor. I can't go to the grocery. It's not possible for me because of my brain. So I'm trying to get some help for that, and I get some help from my friends, and also I appoint the cleaning lady and things like that, because I get from the government in Denmark, not the government, sorry, the workers' union. I had some money. I get money from the government, and plus I had some money from this insurance, workers' insurance. So I get Thai massage on my back because I have massive headache. And what the fuck do I want to talk about with that shit? Yeah. So basically, I want to talk to you about this astrology thing. You should follow Tom Leisure if you're into this kind of thing. He can explain way better than I can. But anyway, for me personally, I had to start and talk to you guys here. And you can follow me on my YouTube channel. Will be all kinds of interesting, probably various different Uranian things going on. I mean, I was performing on a local festival a few weeks ago, wearing my only my underwear from hospital, and it was by accident made pink. So I performed with guitar and poetry, wearing pink pants from Sønderborg Hospital. And things. I'm doing this kind of act now because this is what my intuition tells me. I have to focus on these kind of things because they're important to me, and they could be important to the world as well. Yeah, and I'm doing that now. I'm doing a video. It's like a novel, video novel, but it's in Danish. So, but it's called The Bad Philosopher: A Trace in My Mind, as I told you. So if you if you can understand Danish, you can watch. If there's interest, if you say I want to do it in American or English or whatever, I could think about it to translate it, because my English is okay, fairly okay. Yeah, checking out. I'm a philosopher, psychologist, and sclerosis healer, storyteller. So, and remember, there's a hope. There's hope for the world, and let's make it a good one. Sayonara and aloha and shambhala laika.